Okay, hi, GameWeek7 is here. Alright, let's get into it. Looking forward to this weekend. Hope I can have another good one. Good luck to you all. I'm just going to get straight into it and just tell you what I'm doing for my team this week. I have 2 free transfers this week and I'm going to use both of those to fund a move for Harry Kane. Kane has got 2 great fixtures. He's playing against Huddersfield and Cardiff in the next 2 game weeks, and Mohamed Salah is up against Chelsea and Man City. I think Salah will continue to play well and probably score points. I just don't think that his expected points outcomes are going to be as high as Kane's can be expected to be against Huddersfield and Cardiff. So that's very simply the thinking that's driving this strategy. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of Salah. It feels a little bit uncomfortable, and I'm also going to take Wilfried Zaha out of my team. It pains me to say this a little bit as a Palace fan, but Palace aren't scoring a lot of goals. I don't think that they are generating enough going forward. That said, they had a fantastic 3-0 win and performance against West Brom in the Carabao Cup during the middle of the week, which made me feel a little bit more positive again. But I just don't think that they're as potent as they could be. I think they've still got some things that they need to figure out before they kind of really hit the ground running. So Salah and Zaha out and Kane in leaves me with 7.5 million to look at another midfielder. I'm just going to quickly get into my long list of players that I like are in that kind of price category. There's 5 players on my radar here: Yarmolenko, Lennon, James Maddison, Richarlison and Aaron Ramsey. I'm just going to rule a couple of those guys out quickly. So let's talk about Yarmolenko first. His next 2 home fixtures are against Man United and Spurs, and those 2 fixtures are just a bit too tricky to see him generate the kind of points that I want him to get. So I'm going to rule him out at this stage. Ramsey has played quite a bit this season, but only had the 1 decent game and was a little bit fortunate to get that second assist last weekend because that goal was offside. And he kind of mishit it. I don't think he really knew what he was doing. And because he's been a little bit of a one-hit wonder so far this season, and because Arsenal have got so many other players in those attacking positions and players probably that I would rather sign, like Ozil and Lacazette, I'm probably not going to pick him. There's something about the fact that I find it so difficult to trust Arsenal players in FPL. As well here, that's maybe this choice is slightly irrational because their fixtures are okay, but I'm just not going to go with Ramsey. Sorry, any Arsenal fans. By all means, let me know if you think I'm making a terrible mistake with this decision. And then I really like Aaron Lennon. He had a fantastic game last time round. He's played 90 minutes of every game he's played so far, and really looked like he was back on form. And I recognise the fact that Burnley have changed their system a little bit, which means that you should give them a fresh look. They brought in Mate Vidra for the last game, and it really seemed to work well for them. He's also got the best next 2 fixtures out of any of the midfielders that I'm looking at. His fixtures really turn in the 3rd game week. I'm going to walk you through some of the fixtures in a sec, and you can probably see that being illustrated. So I was thinking very closely about Aaron Lennon, but again, a bit like Aaron Ramsey, I just haven't seen quite enough consistently through the season yet to feel really good about picking him. So I've kind of narrowed it down really to Richarlison or James Maddison. They're both very popular players in the FPL game. Because it's such a tough choice between these 2 guys, I decided to map out their fixtures. I just wanted to give a little shout out to footballfallout.com, who've got this fantastic little interactive tool on their website. You should go and check it out. That allows you to kind of look, in detail at what the next few fixtures look like for the various clubs in the FPL with respect to their fixture difficulty ranking. So you can kind of get a sense of how difficult the fixtures are and see each individual fixture. Okay, so I'm going to pull up now what the next 2 game weeks look like, and I'm just going to show you the top 10 clubs as they rank them based on fixture difficulty. So you hear Leicester and Everton, the fixture difficulty ranking for the next 2 is level. They've both got roughly the same fixtures according to that measure. Here I'm tempted to pick Richarlison over Maddison because I just think Fulham at home is an easier fixture for him than Maddison, who's got Everton at home. And those 2 home fixtures are the things that I guess I'm looking at more closely, and I'm edging towards Richarlison here. But let's take a look at what things look like after the next 3 games. In the next 3 games, there's a clear swing here. Everton's next home game is at home to Palace, which again, this pains me, but is a relatively good fixture for Richarlison. whereas Maddison has an away game at Arsenal in 3 game weeks time. So that little fixture swing in the 3rd game week from now is again just enough to sway me towards picking Richarlison. But you know, after that game week, in so 4 game weeks times, Everton end up going to Man United, and Leicester's fixtures get a lot easier and stay easier for quite some time. Here's what week 5 looks like and week 6, just to show you what that pattern looks like. So here's the plan, here's the strategy. I'm going to go with Richarlison for the next 3 game weeks. I like his home fixtures against Fulham and Palace. But after that, I'm probably going to end up making a switch. You know, who knows what the team will look like by then, but I'm anticipating switching Richarlison out for Maddison when you know, he ends up having to go to Man United. And it's a bit of a gamble. I've got to reference a couple of things. You know, Salah could easily score in the next couple of games and Kane couldn't. And if, you know, he gets outscored, then, you know, I'll be regretting making this move. I hope that the balance of Kane and Richarlison can give me more return than I would have got if I'd stuck with Zaha and Salah. But we never know. I'm just guessing. I'm just trying to play the fixtures the right way and kind of play the probabilities and hope that they fall in my favour, like we all are. The other thing I'm feeling a little bit nervous about is I haven't addressed Pedro and Mendy in my team. So Mendy's likely to be out again this weekend. I'm hoping to get more information on him before I make the decision to sell. Similarly with Pedro, I just don't know what his injury status is. I'm hoping that he'll be back soon. But especially going into this first weekend, into game week 7, I really do feel like my bench is pretty thin. So my players need to start. So I'm looking at you, Bernardo Silva. I need you to start and do well this weekend. And Aguero, I think you will. I think they will. Because Bernardo Silva was rested completely from the midweek game in the Carabao Cup, whereas David Silva and a few other players played. Aguero was rested from that game too, so I'm optimistic that they will play and start. So it's a risky strategy, and I'm leaving my bench a little bit exposed. So we'll see. I hope it pays off. Wish me luck. I wish you luck in return. I hope that your team does really well in this game week 7. Let me know how your team's getting on and what your thoughts are. If you've got any transfer dilemmas yourself, please click to subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you next time.